Hello my fellow weebs, my name is Bianca and this is my weeby YouTube channel. So today I'm filming another tag video, which is exciting because when I started my YouTube channel a couple years ago, manga tags or tags in general were like a really big and popular thing. In more recent years I've seen less and less of them, but whenever I do see one pop up, I'm super excited. And luckily for me, I was actually tagged to do this by Shoujo Bunny. Now this is called the Mangatube Tag and it was created by Christy Lou. I will leave her channel as well as Shoujo Bunny's channel linked down below, so definitely check them out. Hopefully by me answering these questions, you'll get to learn a little bit more about me. If you've watched my most recent videos, you probably think I'm just a thirsty simp with no taste, but I promise you, there is still a lot more to me than just that. So first question is introduce yourself. So a quick little introduction I have memorized thanks to all the icebreakers I had to go through in college. Hi, my name is Bianca. I am from the United States and I am in my early 20s. And I'm saying early 20s because I am specifically at the age where you refer to yourself as being in your early 20s instead of giving out your actual age because you just don't want to accept that death is inevitable and death is near. Question number 2 is, when did you start reading manga? I think the first time I actually read a volume of manga was when I was in middle school, so like over 10 years ago. Wow. At the time, I didn't really know what manga was. I just knew that I saw this book at a book fair, Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium World Volume 4, and I used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was growing up, so I picked it up, I read it. I was a little confused because it was Volume 4 and I didn't really remember a lot. I think, thought that the manga was based on the anime instead of the other way around, which now I know. And I had the same misconception about comic books and like cartoons and movies, like the comics, the manga, that's the like original source material usually. But yeah, that was middle school, but that didn't really get me into reading manga because I didn't really understand what it was and I didn't really know it was this big thing. It wasn't until I got to high school and actually properly got into anime that I began to like seek out manga. And I think the first big series that I started reading and collecting was actually Naruto. I was a big fan of the anime, and after catching up to whatever was currently out, I sought out the manga. I kind of became obsessed with collecting manga and with reading manga, so I didn't just collect series that I really enjoyed the anime of. Like Katekyo Hitman Reborn was an early series I really wanted to get, but I also just kind of bought and read whatever manga was out there that was cheap, which resulted in me buying a bunch of crap that I ended up either giving away or selling years later. So question number 3 is, what is your favorite genre? See, I think I'm I'm a fantasy person. I love magic, I love superpowers, I love, you know, different worlds unlike our own. Some of my favorite fantasy titles include Magi, Yona of the Dawn, Katekyo Hitman Reborn, which I consider it like an urban fantasy type of thing. Question number 4 is, how do you read manga? Digital, physical, library, etc. So for the longest time I was exclusively a physical reader, so I liked having the book, the manga, the comic in my hands. But recently I started reading manga digitally, and I did this because I got the Shonen Jump app and it's very affordable and it gives you access to so many titles. So many. And 2, in the past, if I was interested in a series, I would go buy it physically, and usually I didn't just buy the first volume, I bought a couple of volumes. And when it turned out that I didn't like the series at all, I was stuck with it, and because I didn't want to have it in my collection, I kind of had to get rid of it on my own. So I had to either sell it or give it away, and you know, in the end that resulted in, you know, wasting a lot of money. I don't think I would ever just switch completely to digital because, like I said, I like having the thing in my hands. I like having the book on my shelves. So if I do end up enjoying something digitally, I do plan to buy it. Question number 5 is your favorite manga. Now, that's a difficult question for me to answer. I don't really have one series that I can just call my favorite. I have, I guess, a favorite in different categories, if that makes sense. Like like I have a definite shonen favorite, and that is Katekyo Hitman Reborn. I love it to death. But I also have other favorites like Magi, Vinland Saga, Full Metal Alchemist, Fruits Basket. Those are all my favorites. I can't pick one out of all of those. I just can't. I honestly don't think I'll ever be able to narrow it down to just a single series. Question number 6 is, what types of videos do you make? Okay, so that is something I'm trying to figure out myself. So I'm a weeb, and I don't know if my channel fits under the Mangatube category or AniTube category. I know I'm doing the Mangatube tag because I feel like I do belong here, but I also feel like I belong in other categories, I guess. I don't know. But basically, I make content that is weeb centered. So I talk about anime, I talk about manga, I buy things, like I've done a couple of anime clothing hauls. I am planning to film more discussion-based videos, so I either talk about like a certain character, a certain trope, a certain issue, certain series, I don't know, and just kind of talk about it. Maybe gush about it a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna do more manga tube style videos. Like when I started posting years ago, I had a bunch of manga hauls, I had manga collection videos. I don't know if that's something I really want to do right now, because I don't want that to become the focus of my channel. If there's ever a manga haul on this channel, know that those volumes were specifically selected, and I've been probably eyeing them for a long time, and I probably have already read them and I'm just adding them to my collection so I can have complete sets. Don't really expect that. If you want to see what I do buy, you can check out my Instagram. I usually make a post whenever I have like a haul, even though it's just like a volume or two. So if you're interested in that, it'll be linked down below. Question number 7 is, what do you hope people will get out of your channel? So I kind of want to create this space where I could talk about things that I don't really get to talk about in other contexts, like shipping, for example. I feel like shipping in the anime manga community is kind of demonized or looked down upon. It's not something that a lot of people discuss, or a lot of people think it's important, but it's important to me. I'm a shipper. I'm also like a fangirl and a simp, obviously. I want to make fun content. I want my channel to be a place where I could talk about whatever I want, and I also want it to be a space for people who share my interests to also kind of, you know, talk and gush and simp. No assholes allowed unless they're anime characters, because you know, we love asshole fictional characters here. Question number 8 is, what other hobbies do you have outside of manga? So I don't know if you can tell, but I enjoy reading, not just manga, but also, you know, regular books. I have some comic books, some graphic novels over there. I love reading. I also really enjoy creative writing. I have a few novels I'm writing, or have been trying to write for a couple of years now. I've written a couple of fanfics. Some I've actually published. Others I've kept just to myself. What else can I consider a hobby? Whenever I really like something, I love researching and learning more about that. So I'd like to say the time that I spent, you know, gathering all that knowledge was, you know, hobby time and not wasting time, you know? Question number 9 is, what is next up on your to-read list? I really want to read Orient, which is Shinobu Otaka's newest work, and Shinobu Otaka is the mangaka of Magi, which is one of my all-time favorite series. I also want to read the newest series by Akira Amano, the mangaka of Reborn. She recently came out with a new work that I think follows a detective. I'm not sure, but I know I'm really interested in it, and I can't wait to check it out. And final question, question number 10, what are you looking for in other manga channels? I think my answer doesn't necessarily just apply to manga channels, but all channels on YouTube. I really just want to be entertained. I kind of want to laugh. I want to be educated. I want to learn something new by watching a video or someone's content. A lot of the manga channels I follow create videos that I don't create, and I think that's the reason why I follow them. So a lot of them have like reviews up, a lot of them do hauls, and by watching those videos I kind of get interested or kind of learn about new series that I haven't heard about before. I just really love seeing people talk about something that they love. This is just a great community to be a part of overall, because there's a lot of content. There's content for everyone. And yeah, that is it for the Mangatube tag. I tag whoever wants to answer these questions, whether it be in a video or whether it be by like leaving a comment down below. If you want to answer any of these questions, definitely do, and definitely let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got to learn a little bit more about me. If you did enjoy, remember to like, to subscribe, comment whatever you want to down below, especially the answers to this tag, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye!